Learn English Podcast 一日一単 English Talks by チチロー Hi everyone! How are you today? カナダ在住14年目の私が今すぐ使える英語を一日一単語ずつ紹介するチャンネルです。それでは始めましょう。Let's get started!
Hey everyone, how are you? We usually have a lesson, but today I just gonna a little bit talk about what's going on in Canada in English. So it's a summertime. We have a summer break, long holiday, kids are excited, but for us, sometimes it's not fun because it's lots of wildfire happen in British Columbia. So today I'm gonna talk about climate change in Canada. Probably you might know about it. So now the temperature is 27 Celsius. So you know what? I let you know that well, usually like a measurement is slightly different from US. US is using Fahrenheit, but Canada is using Celsius. Oh yeah, the other thing is it's a mile and kilometer is different. Oh yeah, and also meter, yard, we do, but sometimes we're gonna use centimeter or meter. If you're gonna buy fabric, use a meter, centimeter. Well, first of all, before moving on this topic, I just let you know what is the difference temperature or what is the Western Canada summer looks like. Basically, Western Canada, including Alberta, British Columbia, seems like average temperature is relatively warm, but it's not sweltering hot. It's like around average temperature is 18 and 23rd during the day. Under 20 at night. That's Vancouver. But out of Vancouver, probably more lower. So especially Alberta is like -2 or -4 Celsius at night. But basically, we don't have any air conditioning or fan at home. So, but interior BC, it's like out of Vancouver, Kelowna or Okanagan, they have. Eastern Canada, such as Toronto, Quebec City, and Ottawa, is basically really humid. And they must need air conditioning at home. So average temperature around 21 Celsius on the coast, but between 25 and 30 Celsius in the central province in Ontario or in Eastern Canada. So they definitely need air conditioning and preventing heat. But it's not only Eastern things, Western as well, because nowadays extremely heat in entire Canada. You have to prevent any heat wave or heat or dehydration. So it's interesting. I researched that for the Government Canada website. So climate change is defined like this. So climate change describes a change in a typical weather for a region, such as high and low temperatures, amount of rainfall over a long period of time. And the scientist has observed that overall, so global warming, and in fact, many of the warmest years of record have happened in the past 20 years. Past 20 years! Can you imagine that? That's long! So, and Government Canada also informed that climate change affect our natural resources and Canadians' life. We have to protect and natural heritage and ensuring a clean, safe, and sustainable environment for present and future generation. That's a good word. So, yeah. My neighbor has the North Shore. So North Shore has 3 mountains. There are Girls and Cypress and Seymour. It is a very good place to skiing, but sometimes I believe still snow out there. But I believe that it's so hot and grass is dry. So they are always warning for a wildfire. It's interesting that the wildfire is causing for lightning. The most common ignition source that causes a majority of wildfires. I didn't know that. But most and human activity. That makes sense to me. Most likely campfire or smoking, and leave it at the cigarette butts that causing the fire. Especially summer times, like grass is so dry, and their dead leaves and the tree needles, it's like a pine or cypress and cedar has left on the ground. It's so dry, and if you don't think about it, if you just leave over to a small tiny cigarette butts, it spreads so quickly and causing the fire, right? So especially tree needles has a high oil content that are fast burning and spread so fast. So think about it, and you have to be really careful when you have a barbecuing at the park, especially if you go to the BC park. It's a feel you can bring barbecue kits or any fire stuff without permission. It's like I can see lots of people bring a barbecue set at the Stanley Park, Second Beach. I get it, even though it's a beach. I read the newspaper this morning that we have a wildfire in British Columbia. It's in northern BC. It's happened in Levelstock town on Thursday. So that's pretty sad to hear. But they burned, let me see. So town about 560 kilometers. They are dead combating wildfire out of Levelstock. So Levelstock is a very famous ski resort. 8 hours to drive up there. It's a beautiful place. And what else? That's come from the news Al Jazeera or the website. Especially this year's like more than 900 fires are still burning across Canada. 900 fires. Can you imagine that? That's a lot. Well, but it's not a surprise. I remember last September I went to the Vernon. It's 5-6 hours up to the north. I drove up there when I came back to Vancouver. That's why the fire happened and it broke it out to the Highway 1. So we have to use a detour to Highway 97. And then during the time, I heard the traffic information and we are able to back to Highway 1. And then when I crossed that, the fire is still there, but it's open it. And so that was so smoky and smell awful. Like I just keep running air conditioner on in a car because smells like burn. At the same time, I can see lots of like small fires like both sides. Oh, that was so scared that. But the smoke goes to the downtown Vancouver when I went home. And next day, the smoke, it's not gonna go away in the downtown, and we can see a sunlight. I mean, like, block the smoke cover to the sun, and the sun looks like orange egg yolk. It's a very strange feeling that and sky is so orange, and I feel like end of the world. That's really scared me. Anyhow, that's last year. I hope it's no more fires this year. So, well, that's a little bit sad. The reality is wildfire is everywhere nowadays. And also heat is really concerned about this summer as well. But yeah, we have to drink lots of water and prevent. Heat shock is so significant really for summertime. So hats on and bring your water bottle, and that's what we need to do. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for listening. See you next time. Bye-bye.